Hello, fellow electronic device users. Thanks for clicking play, and thanks for lending me a moment of your attention. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Christopher Gindi, and I am the proud owner of Computer Crisis, a small business serving the greater Capital District of upstate New York. We specialize in repairs, upgrades, networking solutions, and we provide an awful lot of expert advice on electronic purchases to individuals and small businesses when it's time to upgrade. I'm here before you as both a business owner and a representative of consumers who rely on electronic devices every day at almost all times. Today, I want to bring to your attention a piece of proposed legislation that, if enacted, could significantly benefit businesses like mine and consumers like you across the state. Every consumer, all of us, desire our electronic devices to have exceptional repairability. Yet we often find ourselves at the mercy of manufacturers' decisions. This legislation proposes that manufacturers of electronic devices include a repairability score from an independent third party on the product's packaging or readily accessible for consumers. Now, why should the average consumer, perhaps not deeply familiar with technical details, support repairability scores? Let's break it down. At the core of this proposed legislation is the concept of repairability, a device's ability to be easily disassembled, repaired with common tools, and be overall assembled in such a way that access to critical components is not difficult. As a business owner, I understand the importance of a repair ecosystem where instructions and replacement parts are readily available, ideally from the original manufacturer. This legislation addresses a critical need. Most consumers lack the means to evaluate repairability before making a purchase. Repairability scores simplify this complex issue, providing consumers with a straightforward 10-point scale representing the overall repairability of a device. To achieve a high repairability score, a device must have a comprehensive service manual, freely available to the public, detailing replacement procedures, required tools, parts lists, troubleshooting procedures, schematics, and more. This ensures that consumers and independent repair shops like mine have the necessary information for repairs. Furthermore, the availability of affordable replacement parts directly from the manufacturer is crucial. A robust selection of reasonably priced and publicly available parts empowers consumers to repair their devices without breaking the bank. Let's consider a practical example, such as an iPad mini. Repairing a cracked screen on an iPad mini could cost upwards of $600, demanding over an hour and a half or more due to its screen being glued on and intricate layers of tiny complex components. When manufacturers glue batteries into your device or use adhesive and glue instead of screws, bind components together with microchips, or require special tools that are unique to that product only, it becomes cost prohibitive for consumers to fix these devices, and it often forces them to throw it out and buy a new one. Repairability scores focus on product design, assessing how easily a device can be disassembled, reassembled, and whether or not the manufacturer is providing service manuals and replacement parts for the products they make. This quickly and simply quantifies how accessible repairs are to someone who isn't the original manufacturer. This legislation is not just about empowering consumers, it's about promoting a culture of repair. Repairability scores would save consumers money, and it's environmentally responsible, decreasing the needless disposal of a device if a simple repair were possible instead. By supporting this legislation, we encourage manufacturers to prioritize products that are not only cutting edge, but also easily repairable. In conclusion, this proposed legislation aligns with the values of consumers who want a device that's both innovative and repairable. It's a win-win for small businesses like mine, ensuring a thriving repair ecosystem, and for consumers, guaranteeing that their hard-earned money is well invested in a device that can be fixed when it breaks. Thank you for listening. I would encourage you to reach out to your local elected officials in whatever state you reside in and ask them to support your right to repair. If you've never contacted your state representative's office, I will tell you it is easy and it can be quite effective. This really is a nonpartisan issue that impacts all of us. You can find all of your representatives' information, including their phone number and email, by going to usa.gov/elected-officials. That's usa.gov www.city.gov/elected-officials. Simply input your address and you'll have everything you need to reach out to them and let them know that you want the ability to repair your electronics. Ask them to support right to repair legislation or introduce it if it's not already in the works. Thank you again for listening. This is an important topic that impacts all of us, impacts my business, and it impacts my customers every day. When I can't find a part for a consumer, or I have to go to eBay to buy a second-hand part and then maybe find out that that part's also broken, it costs everybody money. It costs me money and my time. It costs my customers money, and it's just not a good situation. So if you would reach out to your elected officials, I would genuinely appreciate it. And ultimately, someday, it might benefit you too when something breaks and you're able to repair it. Thanks again for listening, and thanks again. Take care.